A police officer is shot inside her own home by fellow officers. The man who sought a restraining order against her is now under investigation himself. And instead of a jury, a single judge is about to decide what happened in those final moments. In North Andover, this case isn't just complex, it's deeply contested at every level. On June 30th, 2025, officers went to the home of Kelsey Fitzsimmons to serve a restraining order requested by her fiancé, Justin Elayan. During that encounter, an armed confrontation occurred. Police allege Fitzsimmons pointed a gun at officers. One officer fired, striking her. She survived, but what exactly happened in that moment and why has been disputed ever since. Fitzsimmons, who was a police officer at the time, is now charged with assault with a dangerous weapon and has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors argue she directed the weapon toward another officer. Her defense argues something very different, that she was in emotional distress and that the gun was not aimed at anyone else. That distinction, what she intended in that moment, is central to the case. There is no body camera footage of the incident, so the court is relying on testimony, physical evidence, and the events leading up to that night to piece together what happened. In the hours before the shooting, text messages between Fitzsimmons and Elayan show a relationship under strain. Prosecutors may point to those messages as evidence of escalating tension. The defense may point to the same messages to argue emotional instability and distress. The court has allowed those messages to be used, and how they are interpreted could carry weight. Justin Elayan is not just part of the background in this case, he is expected to be a witness. He is also now on paid administrative leave from the North Andover Fire Department pending an investigation. Officials have not released details about what that investigation involves. Separately, Fitzsimmons' defense team has raised questions about his credibility, including allegations about drug use and claims that he entered the home days after the shooting and removed items. Elayan has stated he believed he had a legal right to enter and retrieve belongings. Much of this case turns on competing accounts. What happened inside the home is disputed. What Fitzsimmons intended is disputed. The significance of the messages is disputed. And some of the surrounding actions after the incident are also being questioned. In a significant decision, Fitzsimmons waived her right to a jury trial. That means a judge will weigh all of this testimony, evidence, and conflicting narratives, and determine whether the charge has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond the legal arguments, there are real lives at the center of this. A woman was shot in her home. A child is now part of an ongoing custody situation, and 2 public service careers are now tied to a case that is still unfolding. As the trial begins, the central question remains unchanged. In that moment, what was Kelsey Fitzsimmons intending to do? Because the answer to that question will shape not just the outcome in court, but how this case is ultimately understood. This is Case and Cues with Carrie.